Hi guys, my name is Marie and welcome to my Kawaii world. So a lot of people have asked me for Korean restaurant recommendations. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 8 different types of Korean food that my family eats pretty regularly. And these are some restaurants that we typically go to just to eat dinner. I'm just looking for some place comfortable that I can just go to for an ordinary meal. And I'm not only looking for good food, but I'm also looking for cleanliness and some place that is family friendly. Hamgyeong. This restaurant serves up good Korean barbecue, galbi-tang, and naengmyeon. Korean barbecue is served upstairs and you can sit on the floor and grill your meat. You get a lot of different side dishes with your meal and the meat is really good. I don't usually eat Korean barbecue, but I do come here a lot for the galbi-tang and naengmyeon. Galbi-tang is a beef short rib soup that's cooked with radish, onions, and this one also contains ginseng. This is one of my kids' staple foods, and when we get sick, I'll stock up on this soup because they pack it up really nicely as takeout. In the summer, we come here to eat naengmyeon, which is a cold noodle soup that's really tart and icy and just really refreshing. The noodles here are ultra thin and delicious, and it's just so good. If you're up for something spicy and sweet and really good, you can try the bibimbap naengmyeon, and also the Pyeongyang Mandu are really good here.
Restaurant gonna eat galbi-tang and bibimbap naengmyeon, which is spicy naengmyeon. Yes. What do you want to say? Oh.
Gomjakgol Naju Gomtang. Right around the corner from the galbi-tang restaurant is a restaurant that serves gomtang. Koreans have so many different kinds of soups, and gomtang is a beef broth that's clear and it's really clean tasting. It's really light yet still hearty, and this is probably my favorite kind of Korean beef broth. It's a little lighter and a little less fatty than galbi-tang. This restaurant also has a good dokgalbi, which is kind of like a chewy hamburger patty made of beef short ribs. I love this restaurant because it just feels clean and new, and the owners are super friendly and nice. You can make your own fried egg to go with your meal, and the kimchi and side dishes taste really good here. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss any of my new videos. Omega 3 serves samgyetang, which is a really rich chicken soup. They basically take a whole young chicken and stuff it with sticky rice, garlic, dates, and ginseng, and they boil it in water to make a soup. Then you eat the soup with the whole chicken in it and take it apart as you eat it. You can dip the chicken pieces in salt for more flavor. This is another food that seems really good to eat when you're sick. And I like this place because it seems clean and the soup is really good. I'm sure that you can find other good samgyetang places. This one is a little bit out of the way, but it's close to my neighborhood, so that's where I go.
Okay, you got a wishbone. Who's gonna?
Me! I got the wish part.
Okay, you have to do it with Valentina.
Which one is the wishy part? This one or this way?
You gotta pick one side, okay? What do you wish for, Sienna?
I wish to win.
What do you wish for, Valentina?
Wish to win.
You wish to wish, and Sienna wishes to win. Okay. Don't eat it. Don't put it in your mouth. Spit it out. Spit it out.
No.
Did she pull it? No. Oh. Okay, pull it, Valentina. Pull your side.
No, it's my side. Did I win? Can I win?
Valentina won. Hey, sit down.
Look at my water.
Kalguksu is a noodle dish that's made of knife-cut wheat noodles. They're really thick and it's served hot. My favorite kalguksu restaurant is called Myeongdong Kalguksu, but this one is actually located in iPark Mall near Yongsan Station. Their kalguksu is so good and rich, and I think they actually use a beef broth instead of an anchovy-based broth, and that's the reason I like it so much. I don't really like regular kalguksu. Also, at this restaurant, they serve a really good naengmyeon, which is a cold noodle soup, and I think it's just one of my favorite places to get both naengmyeon and kalguksu. They also make a really good bibimbap naengmyeon, which is spicy naengmyeon, and mandu, as well as this mung bean pancake. Everything is really good at this restaurant. You can't go wrong. The kimchi here is really fresh and it's not super fermented, so I feel like this is something that's easy for foreigners to eat. Galbichim is a braised short rib dish and it's really sweet and good and my kids like it a lot. The sauce is just so sweet and rich and it tastes really good over rice. We go to this restaurant that's right near the Samgyetang restaurant I mentioned earlier, and this is another restaurant that feels really clean and nice, which is something that I really love. Afterwards, you can have them make your leftover soup into a rice porridge, but if you have kids or if you don't eat spicy food, then ask them to make it without the kimchi because they will add kimchi to the porridge. This is another restaurant that serves really good naengmyeon with super thin noodles and a really good tasting broth. Sometimes we just come here to get naengmyeon, especially during the summer. Seolleongtang is an oxbone soup that has a milky white color, and you achieve this by simmering the ox bones for hours. And this is such a rich, buttery soup that's so good in the wintertime. You can season it with salt and scallions. The scallions actually take it to a whole nother level. It's so good. My kids love this soup. And we went to the Seollongtang restaurant near Yongsan Station. It's an older restaurant that has like an old school homey feel to it. You can see in the back there's 2 large vats of Seollongtang that are just boiling for hours. And you eat it with rice, and sometimes it comes with thin white noodles, and it tastes so good with kimchi. I love the radish kimchi.
What are you gonna say? Is that your soup? Oh, okay.
It is soup for the family. I wish it was always hot.
After every Korean meal, you can find these coffee machines and get a little instant coffee.
For mandu, Changhwajong is my favorite place to get mandu. They have locations in Ikseondong and Hanam, and they're both really good. I like to get the gogi mandu. It's a pork-based mandu, but it's really sweet and not spicy, and my kids can eat this one. I think all the other mandu are spicy, but they're still good. I also like their shrimp noodle dish, which is a clear broth that has pho-like noodles and shrimp dumplings, but it's a little bit spicy, so my kids really can't eat this.
Mandu.
Mandu!
Is it good? Good? If you're not a big meat eater, then you might like this grilled fish restaurant. They have a nicely salted, flaky white fish that's so good with just plain white rice and kimchi, and they also serve it with the fermented soybean soup called doenjangjjigae. It's just so simple and good. My kids will just eat the fish with the rice, and if you like Myeontang, which is a fish soup, you can also get that here. Personally, I don't like it, but my husband does. It's super spicy and super fishy. This place doesn't open on Sundays though. So I feel like if you're in Seoul, you shouldn't have to travel really far to get good Korean food. These restaurants are mostly just neighborhood spots. They're not super famous or anything, so you should be able to find something like this wherever you're staying. It might not be as clean depending on what neighborhood you're in, but you should be able to find good Korean food all over Seoul. So if you're interested in visiting any of these restaurants, I'll leave the names and addresses in the description box. But just a disclaimer, most of them are not in those big tourist areas like Myeongdong, but they might have multiple locations and you might be able to find something near where you're staying. Check out this playlist if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!